So one of the things that's really changed for me in the past few years, I think, is that I'm willing to give myself what I want. And this I find comes so difficult is so difficult for so many people, and that includes me, like we seem to glorify hard and we're unwilling to make things easier. It feels like we're cheating, or I don't know, like it doesn't feel, it's not valued to find a shortcut or to make things easy on yourself, to be willing to make things easy on yourself. It's almost like, you should be able to suffer through. You should be able to just push through and survive and make it. And it shows up in such small ways. Last week, well, for more than a week, my husband was away for 12 days. And that's when he's away, like that's kind of hard for me. I don't like being on my own, taking care of our son. I don't sleep as well when he's not here. Things are just always a little bit harder. And I get lonely too, and 12 days is a long time. And so I decided to make things easier for myself. And I was willing to ask, okay, so 12 days, long time, it could be really hard. Like, how can I make it nicer? How can I make it easier for myself? How can I make this time actually enjoyable? And so I invited my friend Holly to come spend the week with me. And I arranged, so she spent part of that time with me. And I arranged for my friend Michelle to come and stay over with her daughter so our kids can play and we could hang out. And and I got some extra help with house stuff, and I made sure, like I even asked my husband to cook some stuff before he left, so that I had some things in the freezer and didn't have to worry about it, for at least part of the time. And that last one, like everybody kind of that I mentioned it to really laughed, because like, shouldn't you be able to just cook for yourself? Like, isn't that pushing it, But I thought, well, I have all these things I need to do, and my son has all these activities that I need to take him to, and and I have a business to run, and so much stuff. So I don't want to, if there's an option, if I can make it easier on myself, then I am willing to do that. And I think that's a great thing. And it didn't used to be this way. Before, I would just suffer through it and almost like have this martyr energy of like, I survived it, but it was really hard. And like, like you should all admire me and I should have some kind of medal because it was so hard and I survived this, this hard thing. And that's just so not needed, it's not necessary and it's not nice. Like, why would you want to be in that energy, in that space? So I invite you as well to make things easier on yourself. Be willing for things to be easy. And the way we do that is by asking, by being willing to ask, like when you notice that something is feeling hard, or when you notice that something's coming up that you judge as being hard or you expect to be hard, ask, just pause and ask, how could this be easier? How could I make this nicer for myself? And then be willing to do whatever guidance comes through, whatever feels like it's the right thing. Believe me, you'll feel so much better for it.